What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday Morning Live, Season 2, Episode 36. Hey Google, activate lock force.
Alright, turning on lock force.
Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? A little loud, sorry. Got carried away. It's such a nice day out here. Anyway, it is. It's hot as heck, but hopefully next week we are gonna be cooling off, because it has been an exhausting week with the late summer. Hey Google, activate lock force.
Sure, turning lock force on.
Okay, wait. What's up? What's going on? Oh no! It's on the fritz, y'all. That's horrible. What's going on with you, lock force? Well, that's just not right. This thing doesn't work. Oh, that was sad. Here we go. What the heck? What the heck? Alright, somebody keep an eye on that for me. Hecking. Guess it just needed a hard reset. That's called a hard reset. Unplug it and plug it back in. I mentioned before that I noticed that like after it runs for quite a while, it gets hot and starts acting weird. But that's the first time I've ever seen it do that. Anyway, what was I saying? It's supposed to get cooler next week. Thank goodness. It's been warm. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into the get this out of the way. This was something I did midweek. Yeah, and I posted this on Twitter. So those of you on Twitter may have already seen this. I had to cut that gate off with a grinder. Harbor Freight grinder for the win. $15.99. Actually, they're $19.99 right now. That thing is so old and so used. I've used that thing. I've replaced the blade on it like 3 times. But they last quite a while. Anyway, I had to cut the welds off that door. The frame, you can't really tell from this picture, but the frame was, and mind you, this is in like direct sunlight. This is inside the door. So if you kind of zoom in on these hinges here, we'll just make it as big as I can. But they're like, yeah, they're welded on there. Whoo-wee, that was fun. That weld. Well, I think they had the whole frame still there, but weld. We had some weld spots here that I had to clear up. And then this, I'll show you a close-up picture of that guy right there. But this interfered with the new panic bar top bolt, so and it was welded on the slide bolt right there with the brackets were welded on as well. I don't know what's going on with those 2 top ones right there and right there, but yeah, way against fire code, way needed to be tended to, because that bar that's right there kind of like drops across the bars, and then had a padlock on top of the double cylinder. Deadbolts had a padlock locking it closed. So yeah, this is a close-up of that weld job, fancy weld job. Double blocked fire exit, yep, and it is certainly a fire exit, back of a building. So that, yeah, they spot welded that's how you keep them dang nuts from loosening up. But the most interesting thing is, and I couldn't really get a picture of it, or I didn't really get a picture of it. So it's a door, right? Standard commercial back door. So 4-foot door. That's important to mention this in a minute. So you're thinking, how is that attached to the door like that? Well, they're through bolted. It's just a carriage bolt coming from the other side. But when you open the door, you can't see anything because it's all one big smooth surface, because they took a 1/4 inch plate metal the size of the door plus an overhang to serve as the anti-price shield. And screwed it on the door. I might add that their screws were kind of like off center, like you can tell it wasn't measured or marked or anything, with simply tamper head Torx, maybe machine screws. I didn't even go there because every one of them were rusted. But yeah, I had to drill through it, and so I couldn't just cut the bolt right and knock it through, because I didn't want to take that plate off the outside of the door. Presumably it's on there for both protection and probably because the door was rusted out, and they were like, hey, instead of buying a whole new door for $1,500, we'll just buy this piece of metal for $400 and bolt it on, and it'll be good. Anyway, so the brackets both had to be cut off and the screws had to be cut. It was horrible, but I know somebody's going to bring it up, but the alarm is not supposed to be on the frame like that, facing in. But because it's a 4-foot door, and because they were only supplied a 3-foot cord, that was the only way to do it. So they're going to have to special order a Larner cord if they want it on the frame. So the alarm part's supposed to come out around the corner and on the frame, but with it being a 4-foot door, and being able to swing way open, it wouldn't. There was no way I could have hooked up the alarm, so I just mounted it like that. Invariably, if they don't order the cord, then the employees will probably knock it off. But it's pretty securely mounted on there. But that is called a Securitech Trident. That is a crazy three-point door. 1, 2, 3, and it goes into the frame. And actually, besides drilling 10 3/8-inch holes, and then you see on the hinge it comes with a couple of little doodads that you mount. So it's actually like 10 holes, and then like 4 more holes for those, and then all the strikes require several 3/4-inch holes. So 3/4-inch bit I've come to discover, by the way, up until most recently, and these are pretty old. I mean, that's like, I've been around forever. This is just the first time I've ever put one of them on. But up until recently, I haven't ever needed a 3/4-inch bimetal hole saw, because I never had one, and I never really ran across the need to have one. However, I would say however, and then however, but however, the Yale commercial, like the Trilogy, but the Yale version, the push-button commercial version of the Yale push-button lock that a lot of alarm installers, when they move from household residential to commercial, because it ties in with a lot of alarm systems, that through bolt, there's one through screw for the Yale push-button lock commercial version. I don't know what model number, but it calls for a 3/4-inch hole, and most of those are going to be on doors like that where they're steel. Now that one just didn't have anything on the outside. Thank goodness I didn't have to deal with the trim. And also that 1/4-inch, it added to the problems. I had to, all the bolts were too short, so I ended up being short 2 exact bolts, because I don't know, those things are because of that 1/4-inch metal, and because of the gap, because when they put the metal on there, it sat on the heads of the carriage bolts that we're going through, I guess. So it's like it was uneven. So it was like a little more than a 1/4-inch, which made everything shorter, because that bar thing requires very exact carriage bolts through it, and they send it all nicely bagged up, but it's not. They don't take into account something being on the outside of the door. So the through bolts on a couple of them, like those latches at the top and bottom, they go through, and then there's this, it's called a T-nut or a hex nut, T-nut type thing, and it goes through and it tightens down on there and holds the cover on. So I'm going to have to run them out of my spot. I'll get out of my spot. Park somewhere else. Well, yeah, cam locks, yeah, but I'm talking about a metal. That's, I mean, I've got plenty of 3/4-inch spade bits and stuff like that, but I'm talking metal, and I don't really ever put cam locks often on a metal type surface. So I usually spade bits, and when it's got that Formica stuff, I will punch through, like cut away the Formica with the tips of the spade. But you know what? One bad thing I thought about, and I noticed this the other day, Irwin's bits, which are the ones that I usually grab at Home Depot or whatever when I'm going to get them, they are, what in the heck are y'all moving in across the street? What in the heck? They just unloaded like bags and suitcases. But the new Irwin spade bits don't have the two little points. Have you noticed that? They took them away. And those two little points were great for basically scribing. It scribes a circle in the Formica cabinet type deal. Or you can't see it in the camera, but anyway, off that rant. So hey to everybody. I just started this damn thing. I didn't say hey to anybody, and we do have some projects that we have to take care of today. We do have a full table. We'll go over and check this out real quick. Does it even show the table? Yes, it does show a little tip top of the table. We have not. Oh, it does. It's got the wrong camera right there. Wrong camera. Wrong camera on. Took it off. So that, though, we're not going to focus on today. That is not our problem on Saturday Morning Live. That is my problem for whenever. Them digging points. No. All right, Torch. Yeah, have a good one. We will. We'll be focusing on a lot of little projects today, and we're going to come back to the conversation. So we've got some stuff going on that I have to take care of. In fact, I have to actually do it right now. I shouldn't even be sitting here talking. I should have just done this immediately. Still have the points on the corners. Yeah, but go look at them now. They took the points off. Why would they take the points off? That's some bull crap. You know what I mean? Can the alarm box just mount to the top half of the door? Well, yeah, it could have, but it still would have been too short. Like, you know, the way it plugs in, goes in, it has this little snap thing, and it's like a magnet sensor or something on it. Yeah, taking the points off was stupid. Let me just go back over the comments, because I think I did miss a few here. It's just talking away. Any which way on that alarm thing, they would have had to have had at least a 4 or 5 foot cord. And actually, when I got the installation directions from the company before I went out to it, I said, because they don't have it listed on their website, like the installation directions as a PDF. So I emailed, or I called them, and they sent me to tech support, who immediately sent it back, as well as a a video that looks like it was. I mean, it was uploaded in 2012, so you got to factor in the quality of the video during that time. But it was also had this really, really bad music throughout the whole 30 or 40 minute installation video, and it's an unlisted video. They only send it out there, but it kind of reminded me of like bad porn of a dude that looks like he was out of the 70s putting in. No offense to him, but yeah, I don't know. So I was gonna do a video on it, but I didn't want it. I didn't feel like it. I did get some good screenshots of me, or a good video of me cutting the dang gate off. That was interesting. Yeah, and they did put new and improved or something like that on the. Hold on, I've got one of those. Yeah. Part of the Locksmith toolbox kit thing. Look at that nonsense. And where's our new and improved? Doesn't really say new and improved on it. Blue groove points, cutting edge aggressive. Chamfered corners for hole quality and durability. Chamfered corners for hole quality and durability. So that makes the whole thing scribing circle, little circle. Just kind of ruins it, you know. I don't know how that's going to react. It's my opinion on antique interior door handles, mortise style. Fix or rehandle. I almost always try to fix them. Almost always try to fix them. Like what we have as part of our project today. Some of our project. You talking about these things? Yeah. We have a couple of mortise locks. We got a 3 and a 4 stamped on these. Is that a 3? Looks like a 3. 3. Right above the key cylinder. These are the... Oh, look at that. And then this one has 4. And then it's got some kind of numbering going on right there. That looks like it was hand done, not factory done. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen that. You ever seen that, Night Owl? It looks, it's got to be a hand done thing because it's kind of. But we're going to take those apart and see what's going on. Yeah, those are the good ones. Them's are the good ones. Is 7/8 not a thing? Oh yeah, 7/8 is pretty common. That's actually what they used to install Schlage locks with. 7/8 inch bit. And that makes it very difficult when you're having to replace old Schlage to new Schlage. That's the biggest problem you run into on Schlage. Retrofitting deadbolts is when an old B160 or an A series, the knobs you can get away with it because the F series are still, but when you try to retrofit the 1 inch round, that can be a problem. Actually, I had a customer asking about that the other day. How do you do that? Because the hole's already there without a jig, and obviously the jig would be the best way to do it, but I usually use a step drill and then use a spade bit with points, a spade bit with points to finish it. All house has them. Only thing is the screws holding the knobs are removed. Usually they're quarter 28, or they're the glass doorknob, glass knob style. That's usually quarter 28 set screws, and they are harder to find. I will admit that they are harder to find at like stores and stuff. But they are findable. They're just hard to find. You know what I mean? So, and then some of them used, actually, some of them did have a coarse thread. It just really depends on the knobs, honestly. A lot of them had quarter 28. I've seen some that use like a 5/16 set screw, which is big. That's more rare, but I've got a whole bin of those different size set screws for when people come in here and need them replaced. Typically it's the quarter by 28, which luckily we can find if I needed them. I've got quite a few, but just used between my truck and here for in area repairs, since we do use quite a bit of them. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just have to get those from the hardware store. I like it because they're brass. That's why I'm happy I still have the ones I've got. But we're going to take these guys apart to see without making a key for it. And we also have, on top of that, this guy, which is actually Perry. Is that a Perry? I think that is a Perry. Yep, maybe. That is hard to read. I may not actually say Paris. I don't know. We'll take a close look at this too. Yep. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. And we're going to have to deal with the long shank there. And a 3 lever. And then this guy. Wait, I didn't show you. I gotta zoom the camera in. This says 2 lever. Warranted, English made, and then I can't see that. But there's a problem here. It's like a switchblade. A switchblade lock. However, having a switchblade lock is not great. And that's gonna have to be unpeened, and it's gonna scratch it. It's gonna scratch it. But luckily that's the inside. So yeah, we got a broken spring for sure. 2. Not going to do that on live, but the first and most foremost thing that we have to take care of is a broken chateau key. I actually may make this its own video. Removing a chateau key using a paper clip. Because chateau locks have a hole in the back, so I'm probably going to do a video on that. But chateau, we actually have chateau blanks that I realized that we're almost out of. I've only got 4 left. And it probably broke for 2 reasons. Because of this stupid thing. The keys are swivel keys. I almost thought about selling these to people, but there's such a big chance that it can obviously break. But we order the fixed kind, and we're going to run over here to the key machine right now and copy this because we need to call dude and let him come get his key. And I'm just going to hold it up and make sure we're the same length, because some of them we got a tip stop. So we're going to go dual cam. No psychic, yeah, a ton of filing in my future. There is going to be a lot of filing. We're going to take those Yales apart after I copy this key and call the guy to come get his key, or lock. But I have a feeling these guys have more than 1 lever in them. I don't think 4 and 3 means 4 lever and 3 lever. No buffering. Oh, well, somebody buffering? Uh-oh. I hadn't checked in on the light yet. Alright, I'm going to move over here so that we can copy this key. SE lock and key. No, we don't do that. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I'm gonna leave the microphone over here because it's just gonna be grinding key noise. So let's go make this real quick. Okay, y'all ready? Let's go copy this key. It's got a really bad bend in it. Actually, I will take the mic. I do this every time, y'all. I put the microphone right underneath everything, knowing that I gotta move it. Just knowing that I gotta move it. Like headphone warning. Headphone warning. Trying to be gentle with it. Okay, is that good? Good. That is in a bad spot, isn't it? Bad spot. And it's twisted. Problem with those is they don't really use standard depths like the Yale depths, because it's really just a Yale key, but they just don't use those depths. We gotta let it warm up. It's gotta get cranked up. Crank it up. Crank it up. We'll read the comments while it's getting warmed up. That head's so wobbly. Worst case scenarios, we can just cut that one down. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know, you think it'll work? No, it didn't. I hope this is the right key. Oh, there it goes. Oh. Let's see what's going on. A little tight, so it's probably that cut. Or it's just a crappy lock. The original, that may be why it broke. Alright, let's see if Yale small pin spacing will work. Yeah. Yeah. I may should have done this on not these keys. I should have done this on the other. But look at that, right? It kind of stops right there, and that's where it was broken. So like, there's some corrosion happening in the back of the cylinder, most likely. Better. There we go. Let me see how many he wants, and then we'll move on to the next project, which is going to be mailbox locks. That's what I thought. We're going to do 2 of them. Oh, I've only got 2 left. Look over here. Just repeat that and hope it works. There's actually a cut right there. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't look like a cut, but right there. Okay, next project is right here. We'll try to avoid hammering. Unicorn lock. Yeah, we're not going to do unicorn lock. That is a 1200 original from the original. One thing I meant to do before live started was clean this up. But I didn't. So, get over it. A little bit bigger. Is that good for y'all? Let's put you over here. Let's get you over here. Let me go ahead and move. Let me get another comments going. Because I'm sure I've missed some. Gotta wait for that to load for a minute, so I'm gonna take a sip of my cold coffee, read the comments over here on the computer, and then we'll get started with where are they? Where are they? These are mailbox locks. XL7 keyway. All right, Ian, got a first door closer in. Those things can be a pain, especially when you don't have much experience putting them in. It gets easier with time. Be knocking them out in 15 minutes next time. Oh, and that push bar thing, that took me, it said 2 hours. But because I had to take the gate off, taking the gate and all the welds off took me an hour and a half. Putting the actual bar on was not actually that bad. Wasn't that bad. Besides all the holes in the 1/4 inch plate still. Alright, we're good on view. We're good. We're good. We got XL7. And then, you know, these have codes on them. But with switching out mailbox locks, what I always do, even though it's very unlikely that it's going to happen, that the person come back, because, you know, the customer brings in, here's 6 of them, I need keys made for them. When it comes to the unicorn locks or the 9100, that you have to peel this cap off, you know, to make the key, to be able to drop that retainer out. I'm not doing that. We just say on those, it's just as cheap to replace them. On these, it's actually the one source that I found, it comes out to be the same price on these. I could either make the keys, or they could order the locks themselves on the website. It's fully available for anybody to order, as with anything, but like direct from the manufacturer. They can order them for a amount that the same thing I can make these keys for. And luckily, if I recall, these aren't retained, which is we need a pair of pliers. Where am I? Oh, we need to finish this. We need to call this dude real quick. Hold on. We'll spray this down and then we'll move on to this. We weren't done with the first one. We gotta call him Houdini. Work it. Work it. I'm kind of pushing like down this way also, and kind of lifting up just to make sure it's. And when you lift up like that, it makes it really hard to turn. Sounds good. Brush it a little bit more. Sorry. sometimes it's my imagination. Like I want it to work perfectly, you know. You want it to be nice and like literally as smooth as you can possibly make it. But then you got to remember these are like $9 locks. No better than Harbor Freight. We tried to sell them a better one. Let me call them real quick, and then we'll get started on the other one. Hey, this is Jason with SE Lock and Key. We've got your lock ready for pickup. Thank you. Okay. Next, getting the mobile comments up quick as I can. Yes, potholes definitely mess up. That's why I don't carry a. The MSDS on Houdini's not going to tell you anything. It's a secret formula. It knows nothing. I always thought about on the key machine. I always wanted to build a spring, like boing, 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 like a bed. Like take springs and mount and like make a shock absorber. I never did it, but that's what I would do if I had a permanent. Like when I had my inverter was working in my van, and I used the machine more before I realized how bad it would screw it up. Where's the brightness level on this dang thing? It's not very bright. Let me figure out the brightness level settings. So slow. The mobile comment section 2 is so slow. Display. And brightness, there it is. Oh, that was way dim. And we might have a customer coming in, so give me just a sec. Here goes Frank's mom. Hey, Frank's mom. Little Frank's mom just went by. I don't have anywhere to put this up here. Shoe shop's closed, dude. WD-40 and make it smell good. Oh, that would be so rude. That would be so rude. You know, I'm in a little bit more unique position. I hadn't approached them about this, but I'm going to try to talk to them guys. I'm going to try to talk to them factory guys. Maybe have a like an interview with them. Make a joke about how it's a secret recipe. It's like the Colonel Sanders recipe, right? It's secret. Anyway, like I was saying about these, is it's just as cheap for me to do this. I'll make pure profit, except for all those people that are like, just replace it, just replace it. There are some things that you can, and it never ceases to amaze me, right? Unless you're just like still doubling the price of items, say for instance mailbox locks, which we sell so many, we get volume discounts. But some people will be like, those are $8, switch them out. Number one, I buy a crap load of those. They're not $8. Number two, there are cheaper ones that are only like $4 or $5, but that's made by American. They suck bad. And number three, I'm gonna go get 2 key blanks each, right? And I'm gonna make the keys with 2 key blanks, which most key blanks we're just gonna say $1 each, you know, cost or whatever. Sometimes even cheaper than that. We'll just say $1 each for ease of use. So I'm spending $2 on key blanks in a few minutes at a time. This is taking longer because we're doing this as a thing. This is a thing. But it's costing me $2, and I'm making 15, or after the $2 in key blanks, say $13, versus me selling a product and having a 30% or 45%, even a 50% markup. I'm making more doing it this way. So for those of the ones that are out there that just start screaming about just replace it, yeah, you can if you want, but if you want to make more money, then just Locksmith. All right, Locksmith. That's what it's called, locksmithing. I know, that's what I want to talk to them about a tour. May have to do that when we get a good ride. Gotta open it by something. Key to like. No, don't key alike mailboxes. Don't do it. Refuse it, Techno. Refuse that. Just go on the theory that they are not keyed alike for a reason. I mean, you can if you want to, but we tell people no. We'll make a do not duplicate key, but we're not going to key mailboxes the same. In my opinion, that is typically. Am I taking these off the right way? Do I need to remember? Or are they all the same? No, they're all the same. Yes, we don't. We have people ask us that on eBay all the time, and we're like, nope, not going to do it. There's a reason they come keyed different. It's like a federal law type thing. And to me, most of the people that want that done are just kind of lazy. I hate to say it, but lazy people that want just to only deal with one key and think it's okay to give one key to multiple people. It's just not secure, in my opinion. And we do a lot of work for the post office, so never ever key alike. I mean, if it's a personal deal, like I bought them from a house and I want to use them. Yeah, that's a different story. But based on the fact that we can't control that, like we're not on site doing it. Somebody called me out to do it and it was in their basement and they were using it to store their tennis shoes in. Probably still wouldn't do it. Just because. I'd say here's a file. You can switch pins around. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's there's always variances, right? There's always variances. There's always special circumstances. But I just don't. I don't trust them not to be those cheese balls. This was the A1180S XL7. It's like a jet engine. Actually, kind of looks like a jet engine, doesn't it? Yeah, come back over here, microphone. I may actually need the longer ones. Do these have a retainer pin? Oh, I do need the long. I think they're the same length. May have a. I've taken these apart and they didn't have a stop in them. That blank doesn't fit very good. Oh, it wasn't going all the way in. Oh. Shimmaroo. Shimmaroo. So these have 4 spaces, or 5 spaces, 4 depths. 4, 5. Okay, we got 1. Uno. That one sure didn't want to go all the way in, did it? There. Must have a really deep pin in that last spot. Let's see if this helps. Come on out, WD-40. Ah. Sticks really bad right there. Ah. All right, we'll give it a go again, and if it doesn't work, we'll just use a pick to do it. Must have a super long tip pin there. Let's move over here to this one. I need a pick. And you know, honestly, it may be easier to pick these things than try to shim them. Just gotta remember which way they go. Dang, dude. Would have been easier with the tailpiece on too. I could have used it for the turning tool. Oh, I knew I saw something pop out. That's not good. Oh no, springs. That's horrible. Well, that's, there you go. That's what happens if you pick a lock sometimes, y'all. Alright. Well, let's put this, that just popped right off, didn't it? I guess we get to deal with that. Shoot, I wasn't expecting that. Let me go get a penning tray for this. Wasn't expecting to have to dump it. Guess I'll just use this guy. And what I was going to say, it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to switch the pins around. Get out of there. Alright, so there we go. Obviously, we're going to have to replace those springs because they all popped out on the ground right there. Wasn't expecting that. So let's try this one. That one's pushing up pretty good bit too. That may be why those decided to explode. Yeah, it's pushing the top out of that. I'll push all the way in, watch it. Well, let's try not to do it. So The one thing I will do before I send these back is make sure that cap is pinned down. Crappy little locks. Come on. Hard getting past that last pin. These are anyway. The other ones that I did weren't bad at all. Shim trim. Had to go for a shim trim. Oh, where'd my dang dude pit go? Dang dude Ray. I've discovered it's much harder holding out stuff for the camera, doing it like just, and y'all have actually probably seen that on live. Like I'll be struggling to do a motorcycle ignition, and then I'll take it out of camera, and then immediately, like just then, I just felt it go past that dang camera. I just felt it go past. As soon as I pulled it out of camera, it went past back to my natural position of working on stuff, you know. The things I do for the camera. Turn. We're just going to measure these real quick and then go cut the keys, and then we'll be done with this project. And lastly, we can open up the mortise locks there that we have, the Yales, and just take a peek inside them. Take it back out of camera. Come on. Come on, number one. Number two, I think we got two pins here that are acting up. Sitting here trying to think if the wafer, because they don't really make a, they don't make a mailbox pinning kit. Do they have a national small pin can kit? I don't know if they do or not. I think I'm caught up on a spring, honestly, right here, y'all. We may need to, oh, there it goes. There it goes. Alright, let's see which plug follower will fit. If any. Close enough. Goes all the way in, and oh look, we got a top pin there. I got a top pin and a bottom pin came out. All right. So does that look like two? No wait. In the comments, post what you think that bidding is. Maybe. Maybe. Need to get this guy back in here. Oh, there he is. Okay. He came out of number 2 spot. And they're not balanced stacks or anything like that, so we can just take 2 or 3, but I'm going to make sure that I didn't drop any more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. We're good there. And let's go ahead and cut 1 just to double check my, thing. And then we'll just do the other 2 real quick. Oh, son of a... Did you see that jump out and hit me? So got started at 191. And what was our first one? 4. 43242. 43242. So 4 is 190. Wait, whoa! I shouldn't have moved that. 190. And then spacing 122, so that would be 100 would send it to there, and then 10, 20, 2131 is 3, so that's 210. 210 right there. And then again, spacing 122, so we're going to go from 315 to 415, that's 100. Plus 10, plus 20, plus 2, kind of halfway right there. Our cut was number 2, which is 225. Put that right about there. Then we had, what? We had short-term memory. 4, so we go 4, what is that, 35 to 5. 35 plus 10 plus 20 plus 2, and it was 4, which is 190, and then 555, 655, 10, 22, 2, which is 225. Right, so that should be our key, and then we'll just decode the other ones. Think that's right. Take a coffee sip, see if everybody thinks that's right. Oh, maybe wrong. It may be 3-2. I may have gone too deep. That would suck. Oh wait, we need the camera. We forgot the camera. Come back, camera. It's gonna suck if we went too deep. But we'll know, right? Yeah. What's going on with that? How did that not get read right? It's because I didn't push the key all the way in. I think it's this shoulder right here, honestly, that's doing that. It's a little shallow, but it's not like a whole depth. shallow. Maybe. But look at that. Why is that? That tells me it's spacing. It tells me there's a spacing thing going on. Come on. Come on out of there. That looks like a deeper than number 2 pin. I have an idea. Let me try something. Stay right there. Trim that top out and see if that helps. Yeah. So that must be a 4 as well. Yep, well, it's 2 4s. Totally misread that. It was sitting on the angle, alright? That is why I misread that. It was sitting because the key wasn't going all the way in. It was resting right there and tricking me into thinking it was a number 2 cut. So that's easily correctable. Not even going to bother bringing the camera over with me for this one. Where was what did that land down? 650 something? Yeah, 650 something. May have been 3. Oh, couldn't have been 3. Sure doesn't work well though. But you know, I think it's because of that next to last cut was a little high. I did notice that. I don't know. What y'all think? Think it was a 3-2? Think I was right? Wrong? Couldn't have been a 1 because I think a 1 is no cut. Let's try it on the next one, because that one's close. Anyway. But we do know to trim that a little bit. That one goes in good. And then there we've got 2-2. We'll give it a try. 2-2-1. Why did I think the other one was 4-3-2? Yeah, we're gonna have to recut this one. Y'all were probably right on that. Where'd my pen go? Let me write that down so I'll remember to do it. Let's see, is this any good? So here we'll 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. Here I'm going to flip a couple of these around because I didn't do it on that one. My mistake. But we're going to move this. Let's see. Let's move that to there, and then this to here. Now we have what? 2, 1, 2, 2, 4. Because that's definitely. Hold on. Let's make sure it's all the way in. That's definitely an extending. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna guess this time it's if that's a 1, that's got to be a 2. So we're gonna go 2, 4, 241, 241. Uh, 241, 2, 3. And then we got to reload this guy up. Look at that. I imagine with use that would just kind of naturally wear in. Alright, let's put this 4 in the middle, or 3, whatever it may be. Oh, there's a lot of long pins in this one. Now that's definitely a 4. We were definitely wrong. 4, 3, 3. Okay, so that would be 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2. Am I right there? 2, 4, 3, 3, 2. Maybe. What you think? 2, 4, 4. No, that 4 is not next to that. That's got to be a. Hold it up. Oh, focus. That's definitely longer than that one, so it's got to be 2, 4, 3, 3, 2. 2, 4, 3, 3, 2. That person just get out of their truck and leave. Here I am working, and dang people taking my parking. Those don't even fall down. Okay, you stay right there. We still have to fetch some springs, but we'll go cut these keys real quick and recut this one. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we're doing 2 each. Yep. Come with me. Did y'all see who? Somebody did a thing out there, y'all. Somebody did an asshole thing. I probably could print a, okay, they were just waiting on food. I could probably print a card and do this much quicker. 191. Here we go again. 191. What are we doing? So 24123. 2. $100. 10, 20, 3, 2, whatever. 2, and then 4 was 190. Hopefully. And then, so we go at 3, 28, be 4, 28-ish, 30, 10 makes 13. 1, which is 240. Ah, this was important. Does it cut? Yeah, it does cut. So we were definitely off on that first one. Good call. Whoever spotted that bidding. Good call. 241. Most of the time ones are no cut, except when you have pin tumblers. With pin, most of the time it does have a little bit of a cut. I was just being stupid. 2. Wait, where are we? Yeah, 4, 45, 5, 45, 55, 65 makes 18. And 2 comes out to be 225-ish. And then 5, 65 to 665 plus 10 to 75 to 85 plus 2 is 87. And 3, 210. And yes, half those numbers didn't make sense, but hey. What is up with the tips of these dang keys? We're much closer though, much closer. Oh, that goes down in there. Yeah, it's got to be a spacing thing. Let's widen out that. Let's widen out that spacing on the tip. What was that, 700 something? $210 something. Take off the tip of it just a bit. See what happens. Laser cut it. It's still a little high though. I wonder if our 2 was actually a 3. Let's go down a bit. $700-ish. $200-ish. No, okay, there we go. I see where it is off just a bit. But the other way. So we got carried away with our 18s and 17s and stuff. Still a little high, huh? You know, you could just laser cut the whole key. Probably come from the factory like that. So that's the one, and we know we're good to go on that one. So the next one, 24332. Let's laser cut this key a little bit, see what happens. Going back to 191. Alright, right there. And it's 2. So we're going to go 225. The next one's going to be 4, so we're going to go straight over 100. That would be 291 plus 10 plus 20 plus 22. Down to 4. That'll be 190. And then we have 3, so what we're going to do is come back up to the 3 cut, which is 210, and then skip ahead 122. So where were we, 315 or something? So the 415, that's 100, plus 10, plus 20, plus 22, which is the 210. And actually, we can just keep on going, so 440 to 540, plus 10, plus 20, plus a couple. And then our last one is 2, so we need to raise up to 225-ish right there. And then zoom. Let's see if that works. Probably work better. I mean, after all, nationals, right, are cut that way. We're way off. Way off. Silly ass spacing. So, oh well, actually, look. It may just be this. Get down in there. Nope. Way off. So, need to go one deeper. How did that even happen? It totally gave different results than what we expect. It's got to be a spacing thing, right? Pull it out and see. Got to be a spacing thing. So we'll go back, it'll be 191, 291, 15, that's 2. It started at 3, so there'll be 415, 23 right there. And we'll go down to like 200. Bring that back. Bring that forward. Down, up, and out. These may just not be true original XL7 locks anyway. Still high. What's up with you? Okay, there we are. Still high. Crappy locks. I think that's spacing. Now, honestly, it'd be much easier with a clipper, Lishy clipper, probably. We gotta reload the top guns. And let's touch up this one. No, this is the first one. We gotta recut this one, don't we? We definitely have to recut that one. So we burnt one blank by screwing up thinking it was something it wasn't. 191. 32131 3 and then We'll try this one traditionally again. 3, 2 would be there, 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 there. 2 would be 25. Let's give a little back and forth. 315. Be about right there. Could have just wrote those numbers down. 1, which was 240. Go back and forth and be 550, about 575-ish right there. 3, which was 210. Back and forth, and then somewhere around 700 was our last one, which was 1 again, so that was 240. Take the peak off the end of it. Alright. Oh, brush. Brush. Time to 12:30. We've done enough locksmithing in this episode. The last thing we're going to look at is we're going to need to get this apart because, you know, the depths were all wonky. Let's see if we can't use this other key to get it to come apart. And we'll make some copies here. This one was good, I believe. Come on. Oh, there we go. And all right, let's see how the new one came out. Nope, not that one. Oh, wonky and wrong again. Oh, yeah. What? The very first one had, I thought was, it's actually a long pin. Oh, I remember now. Yeah. I remember it. We thought it was because of the slope of the key, but in actuality it was actually a deep cut. So we'll go deep cut that tip. Forgot about that. Like a half lasered key here. Well, still needs to go a bit deeper. Bit deeper. So probably it was a 4, honestly. Which way do I have this thing? Uh-oh. Still a little high on the front, looks like. I'm gonna run back and grab that front cut just a bit deeper. Spacing has to be off just a bit. XL7. Extraordinary 7. Uh-oh. We bounced the top pin there. I think. Maybe it was 4. That dang pin tumbler lock. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. we go. Kind of hard to tell sometimes how which cut it is. A lot harder than wafer. A lot harder. Alright, and our other one was this guy. This one still had kind of a little catch in it, but not bad. Should copy okay. Uh-oh. All right, there's one set. Two set. And can't remember which one. Hold on. Can't remember. Is it this one? Or this one? 433 24. Should be this one. 24. No. Can't remember which one it was. Let's put the chamber springs back in though. We need to repaint this and be done. Be done. I'll figure out which one it is as soon as I put the chamber springs back in. I do need to go find springs. Springs, springs, springs. Where'd the plug follower go? It'll be good once we put the springs in. Man, that's gonna be hard to put the that cap back on, isn't it? Stay. Stay. Ah, those are way too small. Those are pretty small. I don't have any, no, that's too small. That's the one thing I've been meaning to order is master padlock springs. Maybe. Yeah, it's a little big, honestly. But it fits. If it fits, it sits, right? If it fits, it sits. If I fits, I sits. It's not necessarily true in locksmithing, but in the cat world, yeah. I mean, it's like literally a perfect size. I don't see why it wouldn't work. And I've got a gazillion of them, so like that's, to me, that's almost better than original. Better than original. So there you go, Night Owl. You have a use for your springs now. Let's put this guy, before I start stamping, I am gonna move the microphone so your ears don't get hurt. So we're gonna go ahead and put these back on real quick, and we'll be done. Hey, well, we gotta copy that one key, but oh, we gotta pin it back on. No. Don't you fall over. Don't you fall over. And no, we do not have a Jason Reeds today, y'all. Did not plan for it, which is why I plan to do all this stupid locksmithing work. I swear. Get me up in here working on a Saturday morning. All y'all's fault. Stay right there. Labor Day, yes, Labor Day weekend. For those of you who are into, let's see if this is gonna work. Who doesn't have to work? Raise your hand. Hey, me. I don't have to work. I'm not gonna work unless I really have to work, but I don't think I'm gonna have to work. Well, shoot. I gotta work. Hold on. Hey.
How are you?
Good.
I came to get a key
forgot.
and I
Yeah.
don't have my keys. Hold on 1 second.
So the trick that everybody tries to say that you can do with these is fold it in like put a crease in it. Like these things are so freaking small though.
Okay. It's this one. I just need to get a copy of that one.
Just a plain brass, or you doing color?
Oh no, just the plain brass.
All right, 243.
What I got here.
Need your receipt.
I don't. Here, just take 250 and don't worry about the change.
I'll do 53 and I'll give you a dime back.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
Okay. All right.
Coin
Thank you.
shortage and all, you know.
Yeah. Well, have a good one.
See you later.
Oh, stay. Lock surgery. You're off Monday, Peter. Yay! See you, LPP. Have a good one. My viewer thing hadn't been working since the beginning of this, so I don't even know. So let's see if it'll slide in. Think it will? Not well, not easily. And it's gonna be, this is a fun thing about putting retainers back on. This part right here. In fact, this is so fun, I'm going to run out to my truck and get my, like that is not even, that's not even trying to stay on there. I've got a special tool for this. So I'm actually going to go grab it because it's right in the back of my truck. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. No, don't leave. We're almost done. Not wanting to stay down very much. At all. Now y'all see why I went and got the special tool. Nope, look at that, jumps right out. Alright, so I'm gonna have to deal with that, and I don't know what way. This one may be, sad, because those lips are not, oh wait, there it goes. I think it's still gonna pop out though. that one may be bad since it just came apart by itself. It sure didn't, sure didn't. I don't know how we're gonna solve that problem other than call it for that particular lock. Or just wrap it up with duct tape, right? Remove the mic. Get set back up to finish this off live. Oh, well, yeah, the last thing is I promised that we would look at the Yale lock. So we'll do that real quick. Okay, I'm gonna hammer as soon as I move this. I'm gonna deal with that probably by, like, honestly, by beating the crap out of it, smashing it down in there. Mic mute. And mic up. Save your ears. And we'll just unscrew these two Yales and look at them, and then we'll be done with today. And Jason, looking back on Jason's YouTube upload history, Jason has been sucking something fierce on video output. So I have to seriously get down to getting some videos out this weekend. Not that one. I think my mobile comment section is going to die over here. Alright, let's take a look at it. Let's move this. I'm going to put that over there. Probably just try to like smash it flat or something. Oh no. Oh, we got a camera freeze. Let's make sure. Let's see what's going on. We good? We good? Did the camera come back? I know it froze. Yeah, okay. 3. Too big. Two different keys here, y'all. SE lock and key. No, we don't come out and do that. And So number 4 probably just means the number 4 key in Yale terms, whatever that may be. Same lock and different key. See how short that is compared to that one. So the question would be, is if it can be key to light. Can they be key to light? No. Sorry, Charlie. This one has all deep cuts in it. See how deep this is? So that means it has to lift up to like right there. So that's pretty deep. These two are just slightly off from each other too. So that's actually 3 entirely different depths on that bad boy. The easy way to do that is just chop these off all at one level. Chop them all off. Just file it here, just file it there, just file it there, and just do that to all 3, and you have a key to light lock. It's pretty easy to make a key for, right? Fancy. Fancy, fancy. Ooh, fancy. And even, oh, that's crunchy. That probably hadn't moved in years. So unless I can find a number 4 and a number 3 Yale key, which I'm not going to do. Not going to do that. That's crazy. That's something like somebody on Reddit would post. I need a number 4 key. Just get me a number 4 key. You got a bunch of them on the wall right there. It clearly says the number 4 key. And that's what I want. And you're going to sell it to me. And you're going to sell me half a dozen for $10 each. Ah, go back together. Just put them back together so that they don't, blow up. Why are we not going back together? Nope. Oh. Oh, that's got a little guide pin at the top. How cute. How cute is that? Alright, so yep, Wes was right earlier. He said I have a lot of filing in my future. The fun thing is to figure out how it can work from both sides when you're using it, because you've got the bolt is actually going to be a cut, and then you got these other little cuts that we're going to deal with. So the bolt is on the front and back of the key, and then we've got 3 different. Look how that one angles one way. So that angles that way, and then the one under it angles the other way. Ah, it's a Medico Yale, y'all. It's got angled cuts on it. It's exactly what this sucker is. I have to charge more for that. Seriously, I have to charge more for that. Or I could just get a number 4 and a number 3 key. Yeah. Alright. So let me mosey on over here. We're gonna finish off today's episode because it's 1 o'clock. Look at that. That's crazy. We need to go to this screen, don't we? We need to get off this. No. Is that right? Is that the right thing? Yes. Wrong camera though. No, right camera, just wrong position. No, hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, what's up? You know, I'm actually working on a antique video right now with a lot of filing in it. just so boring watching me do it over and over again. SE lock and key. Hello? Barely? Oh, no, sir, we don't. Thank you. No, we don't, Bureau of Prisons. Sorry, can't help you way up there. Okay, I'm going to go back over the comments and we're going to finish it off. Yeah, the old light. Did y'all see that cool picture? I didn't load it into, but I got a cool black and white photo. I should have posted that up here today too. But yes, I've got one coming out of the cool picture, so that'll actually be my first one out because I've got it loaded into a program. So stay tuned. If you were on Twitter and saw the rim locks that I had last week, we had a bunch of people send me locks all at once, including these. Those are actually way more intricate than I thought they were going to be, having to deal with Yale Medico bit keys. Yale Medico bit keys, but I'm going to go back over some of the comments that I missed while I was working on it, and then we are going to be done for today. I hope everybody out there has a great Memorial Day weekend. Who clicked the dislike button? We have a disliker here, but you know what? He's still watching, so whatever. Thanks for being here to watch long enough to click the dislike button. I've never seen a Compex National small pen kit. Going back on the comments when I was talking about the pen kit, I hadn't either. I think I probably would have bought it at some point in time just for little situations, not necessarily for mailbox locks, but I would think because a lot of those use similar locks, and we try to get away with master padlock pens, and it sucks because they're a little bit too small. Best are a little bit too big. So I guess they maybe just don't want you to have the ability to change, just in case you're thinking about rekeying those mailboxes alike. They don't want you to be able to. I don't know. Master National Keying Kit V70P-1. Yeah, I've just never seen it. Never put in a catalog though. You'd think you'd see it in like a flake catalog along the years. Has anyone ever tried to clean the 1200 cards? Yeah, I wouldn't, because the ink would come off. Exactly. I wouldn't do it. Oh, to finish this off, we did have a member request just at the very last. Code programs. They ask what code apps. So blockcodes.com. I mean, that's for the 60 or what is it, 55, 60 bucks a year. That's always kept updated. You don't have to wait for a new release. I mean, I know there's like Instacode apps and all that now, but the answer to that question that was sent to me is lockcodes.com. I mean, if you cut 3 mailbox, or not mailbox, but if you cut 3 codes a year, you'll pay for it. Like at 15 or 20 bucks a set of keys, it's paid for. In my opinion, Lock Codes is the way to go for codes. If y'all have experience with any other code apps or code programs, just post it now, but that's really an easy answer for me. Easy answer for me. I forgot to ask that earlier. Somebody wanted to know what y'all's thoughts were. And as always, I do go back on the comments. So if y'all, if I missed a comment, and it was something that somebody really needed an answer to, I'll come back when the video resolves. I'll try to go back on the comments and see what I missed, and try to answer anybody that has any questions or anything. But I see y'all are just really kind of talking about Chinesium locks. Tell you what, spacing is off sometimes for sure, and that causes it to ride on the peaks and stuff. So I'm going to go pound a hot glue gun. Pull the broken key out with a hot glue gun. Fit your mag lock system. Ugh. No, they're a pain in the butt first time. Trouble is they all have gaps in their tote. Okay, you know. Lock codes and generic code. That was when I was trying to think of generic code. I couldn't think of the name of it. Never bought it. So I'm happy with, you know, lock codes. Pretty much find anything I need on there. If I don't find it, then I'll do it the hard way. Do it the hard way. Thank you for posting the cool lock from Twitter. Appreciate Wes and Night Owl as always for being here and doing their thing. And I'm going to try to get this stupid little retainer cap, little foiled retainer cap in those stupid little slots. It may get glued down, you never know. May get, I'm gonna wrap some tape. Somebody gave me some tape a long time ago, dang it, Wes, some, what is that black tape stuff you gave me? Maybe I'll just like wrap it around it, glue it down. But anyway, for those of you celebrating Labor Day and are able to take the day off, then enjoy your day off. I feel like I've got to do what I think to be the last cutting of the yard this year. Our front yard is a wreck because it got windy last week. Like sticks are down. Then we had a front yard leak where the city had to come out and dig and put posts in the yard, and our yard's just a wreck. So I've got to get it hopefully finished off. I feel like this is going to be the second to last one. I think I've got one more growing spurt to go. Just based on Mississippi weather. I just jinxed it. Hope not. I hope this will be the last time. I hate mowing the yard. I love the time of the year when you can mow it and it doesn't grow back for 6 months. Yay! Got new UV glue from Amazon. Interesting. UV glue. Slow down. Don't just lay on it. Just slow down. Dang it, people. Anyway, I appreciate everybody who has been here throughout this. Y'all have a great weekend. We're done. It's 1:10. I'm out of here. I'm going to go pound this thing back in here, hopefully. And I don't think I'm going to do these mortise locks. I do have to figure out a key for this one. Looks appropriate, doesn't it? What you think? Of course, we don't know what the cabinet looks like, but based on the lock, the cabinet's going to be pretty. So let's do a pretty one. Probably going to have to drill that out after I cut it down. Oh no, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't go all the way down. Nope. No, I gotta get some more, I gotta order a big batch of these keys again. That one went all the way down. I don't know if I had pre-drilled this one out or not. Doesn't look like it. But I gotta get some more of these on order. Because that was one of our most popular ones, and I've been out of those for a minute, and I'm starting to run low on these other ones. And it's a shame that I can't just call up a certain BDG company, BDK company, and say, hey, all those blanks that you got sitting around that you never sell, I'd love to buy 5 of each of them, but since someone's an asshole, we're just going to go other routes with them. But thanks again for watching. Let's end this on a happy note. Y'all have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll be doing an antique video. That'll be the next one coming out definitely, because it's taking up memory in my phone. So yes, you can print the Black Hawk cards. Like if I wanted to print a card, I could go like pull a random code, find an XL7 on my computer, and print out a card. Now the one thing I've noticed, and it's usually just a little bit because of printer problems. Sometimes you got to trim it, like it gives you the outline to trim. But if you notice this Peter, where you have to trim it like just inside the outline instead of like where it says to cut. You got to do it a little bit narrower and a little bit. They don't, and that's usually just such minor resolution sizes and all that from this to your printer to it actually printing out on paper. It is a little tricky, but yes, that is a good thing to have, is the ability to print a card. It would have been much quicker for me to have pre-printed a card and done it, but also kind of wanted to show how you do space and depth crossing over. And of course, number three, that was framing, using a framing space and depth, which I had pre-measured it out last time I had to do a bunch of these, which is why I had it written down on there. And they all worked fine last time. I don't know why they didn't work too well this time. Probably because the camera was watching. Thanks again for watching, y'all. Have a great weekend. And we'll catch you next video. Yay! We are at the end. We are at the end. We are at the end. Yeah. Have a great one. Happy Labor Day. Those of you who do not celebrate Labor Day, happy Monday. Enjoy your work. And we'll catch you next video. Hey, Google! Deactivate Lock Force, who is acting up something fierce. You really need to calm down. Hey, Google! Deactivate Weird Lock Force. Hey, Google! Deactivate Lock Force.
Okay, turning lock force on.
Lock Force is sick, y'all. I'm gonna have to unplug it and let it take a break for a while.